hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday night. Because I know I am. I'm freaking pumped up. I'm fired up. I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic. I couldn't even be more energetic than I am today because guess what today is? The first day of the month. The first day of the month. The first day of Q4, quarter four, the last 90 days of the entire 2024. That's funny. Now you're right. You're correct. I'm going beast mode until maybe another 2 weeks. But I am super fired up, guys. I am so freaking happy because this is a brand new month, right? Hopefully everybody crushed the goals that they were setting out for. If not, it's a brand new month to go ahead and crush these ones this month and to close out the year, right? So if you look back and look at all of 2024 and see what has happened, what has transpired, what's played out in your life, and I want you guys to really think about it. Did you crush the goals this year that you set out to hit? And if you did, congratulations. Congratulations. I am happy. I am proud of you. But if you didn't, that is okay. Because today marks the first day of the rest of your lives, right? Don't wait until, 2025 is coming around. It's time to set my new goals for 2025. No, close out the end of the year as strong as you possibly can. So I'm going to jump into a bunch of information, and so is Mr. Joshua AMUNDSON as well. Now, these calls are designed to basically break down and condense time frames for you guys, right? So for those that don't know me, my name is Jay PATNODE. I'm 25, or sorry, not 25 anymore. I'm 27 years old out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I've been in this industry for the last 6, 7 years. I can't even remember at this point. All just kind
But
of
he's
blur.
getting old.
Right. I'm a veteran of the industry at this point, right? And I've been doing it full time for the last 4 or 5 years, right? And I want to be able to share with you guys what we've done to help us hit, the six and multiple six-figure mark within business, but a lot faster than we did. A lot faster than we did because there's a lot of things that we didn't necessarily have the mentorship for or the direction on, and we had to go learn it and fail and then try again and then fail and then go further, then fail and then build it back up. And we want to be able to help you guys not have to go through as much of the pullbacks, right? And a way stronger push forward. So I've been in the industry for a while and I just love to help people, guys. I would love to help people. I want to see everybody on this call have massive success. And so whatever we can do to do that, that is the goal. And so tonight, there's a few things I want to talk about, but we can jump right in the information. And one of them is being what I said earlier on the call. It is the first day of quarter four, baby. The first day of Q4. Man, 90 days left of 2024. It is absolutely insane to think about it. Time flies so fast, like so fast, right? You can blink and you're 5 years older. I mean, literally, it feels like just yesterday I was 20, 21 years old in college, partying my ass off before I saw the business and really decided to change and make the decision to, do something more, right? And so in my mind, this business is the biggest blessing ever. But the reason why I talk about it being the last 90 days is because a lot of us, a lot of people, you can think, did you really give all of the effort you possibly could in the previous 9 months? Maybe, maybe not. Did you hit all the goals that you wanted to? Maybe, maybe not. But the beautiful thing is, it's not over yet. I don't want people to go into the month of January, the year of 2025, and be like, I'm starting today. I want you guys to start right now so you can come in already with momentum. So these are some tips, some tricks, some things that's helped me with my business and building, over the last, 6 or so years. And it all started with a 90-day run. Q4, baby, a 90-day run. And if you guys don't have, a pen or a pencil or something to take notes on, I advise you to go ahead and do it because they say one, note takers are money makers, but two, you only retain 10% of the information that you hear if you don't write it down. So you're going to want to go ahead and have that out. That's what's up. I see you, Isaiah, over there with the pen and the pad. Good job, baby. Good job. But it all starts with the 9-day run. Anybody in this industry that has had success can always look back and say there was a pinpoint time in their life or in their business that everything took off, right? And it usually starts with this. Any seasoned network marketer will tell you 90 days. Any seasoned business builder will tell you 90 days is the platform, the starting point that changed everything. I remember our first 90-day run back in the day. It was insane. We went from like one person on the team after losing the entire team, if I remember it correctly. It's been so long. We had like one or two people left on the team after losing a team of 70, right? Because we just weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing. And then brought it to 30 and then changed to 120 and then 250 and then stayed around the 250 mark. And then over the course of another 90-day run, went from 250 to 1,200 plus active in the business. You see how fast this can change? It was two different 90-day runs that were the pinpoint of our entire career, right? It was just that right there. It was a 90-day run. And so why do we say the 90-day run? Because obviously it is a marathon, right? You want to be able to last the long game. We say the people that don't quit are the ones that have success in the end. But the law of condensed activity states that if you anything you can do over a long period of time, you will get more of the result. If you do that same exact amount of hours put into whatever that thing is, you will get more out of it by doing it in a shorter time frame. So let's just say, for an example, you are going to work an hour a day for an entire year, 365 days. You will get so 365 hours throughout the year. If you were to go ahead and put those 365 hours into a maybe 6 month span, right? Cut it in half. You are going to obtain better and faster and stronger results by doing that. So that's why we're talking about a 90-day run. And I want to give you guys the blueprint, the framework, the way that when I heard this 5 years ago, it completely changed everything because I made that decision to make that 90-day run. So decide, right? The root word of decide is to cut off. So cut off bad habits, cut off, things that aren't needed. You need to make a decision. You need to decide today on what you want to do. And that's what brings me to the first part of what I want you guys to write down. So there's 5 stages to a 90-day run to have massive, massive, massive success. And the very first one is a decision, right? Make that decision. The second one, and I'm going to go through all of these, but the second one is preparation. You need to prepare for your 90-day run. You don't need a month to prepare, but you need maybe, some preparation. You need to be able to write things down, you need to get things in place, right? The third is the pre-days. What are you doing leading up to the 90-day run? 4 is the actual 90-day run. And then 5 is your post 90 days. What is life looking like? What are you doing after these 90 days? So from now till the end of the year, this is what it looks like. So I gave you guys the overall 5 stages, but what I want you guys to write down is you're going to have to start with the decision, right? But you need to design a game plan. What is your plan, right? Pick a theme. Are you going for just overall growth? Are you trying to hit a new specific rank? Are you trying to requalify for a rank? Are you trying to, just stop crawling and actually start running and take this serious? Because a lot of us have been crawling, right? A lot of people crawl through the business. They don't even walk. They don't run. They crawl, right? And so what's your theme? What's your theme, right? Yeah, Josh said in the chat, John Hearns said, I made $20 million in 90 days. It just took them 20 years to pay me, right? And that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard because it's true. I think about all the places that we want to go in the future, and they all started in where we are today, but all the things that happen, it's all because of the 90 days that happened in the past, right? Thumbs up. We love it. But pick your theme. So what is your theme going to be? The second one I want you to do is create your story. Create your story. What does your 90-day look like? Why are you doing this? We always talk about our whys. We talk about why, what is the reason why we're doing this? What do we want to obtain this for? Is it for money or is it for growth? Is it for, your family? Why are you doing this? Who will this 90-day benefit, right? What people in your life? So I want you guys to write this down. What people in your life will benefit? How will it benefit? If you go ahead and crush all your goals, right? Whether that be to go hit 25K, 10K, 50K, 100K, whatever your goal is, who in your life will benefit? What are the things you'll be able to do with that? What kind of people are you looking for over these next 90 days? What is your strategy to make that happen? And what are you going to do and able to support the stuff going further? So we'll talk about when we talk about preparation, right? Preparation is the key. What's the saying? Proper preparation prepares you for perfection or close to perfection, something of that nature. I remember a coach of mine back in the day telling me something like that. Perfect practice, something proper expectations. It was great though. Whatever it was an amazing quote. Can't remember it at all. But for your preparation, the very first thing I want you guys to write down the preparation is what are you willing to sacrifice over these next 90 days? Let me just give you guys an idea, right? Think about what you want. Think about all the it's proper preparation prevents poor performances. I like that. That's good. Shout out to coach that had it. I still can't remember it though. Tell you guys put it in there. But I think about this, what is your life going to look like after these goals that you crush? Just really get a mental picture. Think about it. If you go hit 25K and you're making, six plus extra $1,000 a month, what are the things that you'll be able to do? Who will you be able to help, right? What freedoms will you be allowed? Not just in financially, but in time. If you're able to go full time in this business, what will you do with that extra time? So when you're thinking about all these goals that you have in mind and how life is going to play out and what it looks like after these 90 days when you smash all of your goals, and I ask, what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice some sleep? Are you willing to sacrifice, maybe time with loved ones? Maybe just a little bit? Are you willing to sacrifice drinking? Are you willing to sacrifice smoking? Are you willing to sacrifice, playing the video game, TikTok, all of these things that aren't making you money unless you use it to make you money? Social media, unless you use it to make you money, right? Which we all do, at least what, that's at least what we're all supposed to do, right? But what we all do. So what are you going to go ahead and sacrifice in this? And the next thing I want you guys to put down in the preparation is eliminate all the distractions. I want you to eliminate all the distractions. I want you to identify the distractions. I want you to write down all the reasons why you don't think that you're at the level you need to be or why you're not putting in the effort that you need to be putting it in. Is it because the people around you don't support you? Is it because the people around you aren't good influences? They say you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, right? So if all 5 of your friends drink, you're probably the, 6th drinker. If all 5 of your closest people that are around you smoke, you're probably a smoker. If all 5 of your closest people around you are broke, probably broke right with them. And if all 5 of your closest people around you are rich, probably got some money in your bank account, right? So understand that you need to identify your distractions and what is causing you to play at a small level. What is causing you to play at a small level? And the biggest distraction usually is the environment, the people, the friends, the group. And what I want you to do as far as preparation with this 90-day run is let your people know, let the people you care about know that you're going on this run. It's okay to tell them, say, hey, I'm going to be locked in for a season of my life, 90 days. And when this is all said and done, I know that life is going to look a lot better for me. If it's someone that you support or you're with, I know this is going to look a lot better for you as well. But I need you to understand that I won't be able to be there maybe as much as I've been there in the past. Because a lot of us have responsibilities, right? People take care of family members, loved ones, kids, just friends, right? Like I got, I've been in those positions. But if you give it 90 days and you cut off the distractions, and you tell them, hey, I know that I'm here a lot, but I cannot be here for these next 90 days. I need this for us. Will you support me? Will you support me? Will you understand when I say I can't come to, the soccer game? Will you understand when I say I can't come up for happy hour? Will you understand when I can't pick up the phone because you keep complaining about your ex when you just need to get over it and move on? Right? Things that take time out of our days that we don't need to listen to, the negativity, right? 90 days, guys, 90 days. And so, eliminate the distractions and ask them, will you support me? And if they don't, then they're probably not someone you should have in your life in the first place. So I also want you guys to know in preparation for this, when you are in a 90-day like blitz, lock in, run, that's when you'll have the most people throwing the most distractions towards you. Have you guys ever noticed how, like for people that have, kids, my mom used to always say this to me. She'd say, how come is it every time I pick up the phone, you all of a sudden need attention and you want to get loud? But as soon as the phone goes down, you're good playing the video game, right? How many people that have kids? My mom used to tell me this all the time when I was a kid, right? This is how life is going to be. There's going to be people that are going to give you distractions because they know you're hustling, whether it's because of envy or jealousy or just they subconsciously just want you to show some intention, right? So understand that this is gonna be, it's gonna be hard, but if you put the blinders on for a season, you will be okay. You will crush everything and some more. So let's talk about the pre-launch, guys. Let's talk about the pre-launch. So as far as pre-launch, we all know, well, we all should know, you got to have a list, right? You got to have your list. You got to have the list of people you're going to talk to. And if you haven't started with your warm market, because maybe you're afraid to talk to some of the people closest to you, you got to just go. You got to just go for the, the grandma, the uncle, the auntie, the little cousin, the nephew, the brother. You got to shoot for it because those are the people that will listen to your, most of the time, will listen to your opportunity regardless. Um, just because they respect your time or just because they respect you. So make sure you have your list, right? This is preparation. Start messaging everybody. You can even just start warming up your contacts, reaching out to people you haven't spoke to in a while. Hey, what's up? How have you been? Yada, yada, yada. Warm it up. And then when you're ready to completely launch, then you go from there. Start putting that in the air. Social media posts. If you're someone that hasn't actually started doing that yet, go on Facebook. I'm launching something huge with a couple of others. I found this amazing community full of people all striving for success. If you'd like to be a part of it, or you'd like some more information, or are looking for a community, go ahead and reach out to me. Right, start planting seeds into the air. Social media, and then obviously people that have already been pushing for a long time. You've already, your network should already know. But if you're more towards the beginning part, and then now let's talk about the launch, guys. Let's talk about the launch. This is the importance of this is insane. But the launch, and the very first thing I want you to write in all bold capitals, whatever it is all out massive action. Talking about all out massive action. I'll give you guys a second to put that down because this is the most important thing. Is all out massive action to take you to the next level. You know, the thing is, there's always and you might hear me say this on stage one day, but I don't know if some people have already said it. But for an example, let's do something. Let's go ahead and if you want to have success, I want you to raise your hands as high as you can in the air, as high as you possibly can. Got it? Now raise it just a little bit higher. All right. So people that raise a little bit higher, why don't you raise it as high as you possibly could go the first place? And I heard that when I was on stage or when I was in the crowd listening to somebody on stage, and it killed me because I was like, this is true. Like this is so true. Why didn't you give it your all the first time? When I said raise it as high as you possibly could, and then you still had some more to give, why didn't you do that in the first place? And so I want you to remember that when you're thinking about all out massive action, because I remember when I used to play basketball, I would be like, Coach, I'm dying, I'm tired. He'd be like, give me one more. And I'd come back, give me another one, give me another one. And by the time I knew it, I was doing 5, 6, 7. We all have more in the tank. And that's what these 90 days are about. I want you to give it everything you possibly can, thinking about the end result. Thinking about the end result, guys. Always keep the end goal in mind because that's what's going to motivate you. That and your why. Think about all the things we talked about in the preparation and the pre-launch, creating the vision. What's life going to look like for you, right? And so when I say all out massive action, the next question I want you guys to write down is what is your commitment level? What is your time commitment? What can you give, right? With your schedule, what are you wanting to give? And whatever number you pick, you stick with it. You can always go higher, but whatever number you pick, you stick with it. I want you guys to give it all out massive action. If you're giving high action, if you're full time in this business, 8 a.m. to midnight. If you're full time in the business, 8 a.m. to midnight, right? In between, you eat some food, things like that. You go work out, you'll have those times. But all out for 90 days, 8 a.m. to midnight. And if you're maybe medium level, right? Or maybe you're a part-timer, you're part-time because you have a job. How many hours can you dedicate for 90 days? The most you can dedicate. If you take out the stuff that doesn't matter, the stuff that somebody else can do for you. If you have a significant other and you have to, laundry's due and it takes you 30, 45 minutes to do some laundry, just say, listen, honey, can you just do this while I work on the business? I'm putting it in work right now. Don't use it as an excuse to not do anything, but things like that you can put to the side. Only focus on this, right? So, what's your commitment level? So, you want to write down, how much time you can dedicate during these 90-day runs, and obviously, your schedule as well. And then now, number 3 on this next one is focus on recruiting. So, don't forget that the point is to go crush your goals. Focus, keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. And then also next is write down this. Focus only on income producing activities. IPAs, baby. IPAs. Income producing activities only for the next 90 days. When you're in that time commitment that you're talking about that you've put, when you're in that time, you're only focusing on income producing activities. Now, what are those? Messaging people, setting up appointments, presenting, following up, blitz days with the team, calling leaders, but not calling just to chat for an hour, keeping it direct and swift, right? Catching up a little bit, but keep it pushing so you guys can both get back to the 90-day run. Through a messages, social media, as long as it's being used to be a producer and not a consumer. So make sure you have these lists of IPAs. There's probably more that I can go over, but that's a lot of the income producing activities within this business. Make sure you're keeping the main thing the main thing. Only during that time, you're locked in, only focused on these. Now, the next one is time management. Time management, guys. One of the biggest things that changed my whole entire perspective when I was first getting started, someone asked me, they said, "Are you busy or are you productive? Are you busy or are you productive?" A lot of us do so many trivial things on a day-to-day basis, or our calendar's filled with, going ahead and creating, 20 different posts, or going ahead and, listening to 4 hours of personal development. 30 minutes a day is just fine, guys. 30 minutes a day is just fine. Or I'm calling my leader. No, you're calling someone that has been in the business for 6 months and hasn't reached out to more than 10 people. Are you busy or are you productive? Over this next 90 days, I need you guys to be productive. Go where the fire is. And if people aren't moving, all right, whatever. If the lazy people on your team need you, I'm sorry. You know what? You know what to do. You know what to do. The lazy people on your team, if every time you get on a call with someone and they keep saying, well, I'm going to get to it, or oh, I'm going to message somebody, or I'm going to do this. Hey, this 90 days isn't for that. This 90 days is for income producing activities only. Go where the fire is. Run with the people that are running. And if they're not, leave them alone for this next 90 days, because you can't help them get to where they want to get, because they won't even help themselves. So time management, make sure you're productive. Are you doing things that benefit you? These next 95 days, I mean, realistically, you should be putting all out massive energy, but also just trying your hardest to stay away from just the people that aren't, like, the losers in your life. Because we all got those. We all got close friends, family that are losers. And I'll say that they're losers until they decide to be winners. So I want you guys to work as if there was a camera crew following around you with, like, a documentary. Like you were getting a doc made this year. You're getting a documentary of your come up to success, your grind to success. They were following you right here. Hey, HBO Showtime, baby. Like you were training for the biggest fight of your life. Like you were training the hardest you possibly can. I want you to feel as if that pressure's on you. Because when somebody puts a camera on you, I remember I used to work out this place called F45. Every time they would take their videos for, like, to post on social media, oh boy, I could tell you the burpees got faster and stronger. Got faster and stronger. And you need to work like that every single day. When you're putting your time in, you have your hours commitments, put that time in. Another thing I want you guys to do, treat it like a job, guys. Time to treat it like a job. I know this is a business. We're building a business, but some people say, oh, it's my business. I can take a day off, right? Because I'm a business owner. If you want to have success to where you can actually do those things and feel comfortable with doing that, you need to treat it like a job. You need to show up every single day. You need to work the hours that you committed yourself to. You're not just telling, if you work a job right now, you're not just telling your manager, no, let me take the day off, right? Because it's going to come with consequences. You can get fired by yourself. You'll get fired by yourself. You get fired by the people that you're helping. They're like, oh, they're not into it. They're not hustling. So treat it like a job for these next 90 days so you can have it be a business. Because when you're getting it off the ground, what's the saying? At first, it is just work, 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 get paid. And then it's work, 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 get paid, get paid. Then it's work, work, get paid, get paid, get paid. And then it's work, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid. And then it's get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid. And I know some of you guys heard that before, but you need to understand that, because we need to tap into a different level for these next 90 days, a different level of not only work ethic, but a different level of commitment. You need to make a commitment to yourself. You need to make a commitment to your family that you are going to be the best, because at the end of the day, the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're not hurting me, to be honest with you. It doesn't change me. I'm going to go find new leaders to run with, and I'm going to keep running, right? The same people that are in the business today are not the same people that were in here 3 years ago. What changed? Those people gave up, and what did we keep doing? We kept running. So it doesn't change me. It does not change me whatsoever. But the beautiful thing is if we can all do this together, and we can all crush this together. If we can all give that commitment to yourself together, stop cheating on yourself. Stop cheating on your goals. Stop cheating on your future self. Become the person you were meant to be. A lot of people are living as side characters in their own movie. They're not even the main character. They're not even the star in their own movie. That is insane to me. I need you guys to become the stars in your role of this movie of life. And you guys all have the ability, the potential, the will to do it. It's just, are you going to make that decision? Are you going to take all up massive action? Are you going to commit to these next 90 days and become the best version of yourself you've ever seen? Are you going to make the most money you've ever seen in this industry? And I promise you, when you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, the stars align and everything starts flowing. When you're on this type of frequency, a high vibration frequency, everything starts to come together and people start feeling the same way as you do. Yesterday, me and Josh texted each other at the exact same time, the exact same thing. And then we did it like 20 minutes later in the group chat with all of our leaders and did the same exact thing at the same time. Want to know why? Because we're vibrating at a high frequency, because we're fired up, we're excited, we're locked in, and we know where this is going to go for the next 90 days. But not only that, the next 9 years. People are worried about 90-day runs. I'm worried about a 9-year run. I'm trying to go as far as possibly can, but it all starts with the 90 days. And so that's what we need to do. Even myself, I have myself locked in. This is the run. Fired up is an understatement. This is facts, but like, I am juiced. Today I woke up so grateful to be alive. Somebody tried to speak negativity about, just like, somebody was complaining about something in their life. And I said, not today, Satan. Can't do it. I can't do it. Not today. I am vibrating too high. Come with me with the solution. No problems. We'll come and we'll talk about solutions, right? What a time to be alive. And it's just beautiful, right? Every day we have a chance to be greater than the next. And same with this. Our clock resets at the beginning of the month, right now with the business. Now we have another 30 days to go crush it. Another 30 days. But let's get these next 90 all locked in. And so next thing I want you guys to write down is your emotional management. Those distractions I talked about, emotional management your emotions. A lot of times it becomes, we vibrate at the frequency of all the people around us, right? And so a lot of times our emotional management has to do with not only cutting out those people, but keeping our energy high, keeping our positivity high. I'm a positive person just by nature. I always have been, because life was hard. Can't lie to you. But at the end of the day, I could wake up and cry every single day, or I could get up and say, let's work towards something else. Let's work towards something else. We all got a sad story. Boo-hoo. I'm so sorry. You still got to get up and work. You still got to get up and hustle. Your boss doesn't give a damn whether you're sad. You still got to go in there and do your job. And the same thing here, emotional management. And so start watching the way that you speak to yourself over these next 90 days, or speak to people. When you wake up, the first thing I say, whether I feel like I don't feel good or I do, I say, today's going to be a great day. I'm just happy to be alive. Text somebody, first person I talk to, I'm happy to be alive. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm positive. I'm wealthy. I'm healthy. I'm becoming the greatest person. I'm becoming the person that my bloodline needs, right? So emotional management. And then one of the last things I want to talk about is distraction management, right? We're really good. A lot of us are really good at cutting off distractions, but we're not good at keeping them away. You might keep it away for 7 days. You might cut off that toxic relationship for 14 days, 2 weeks. You might stop watching, you might stop binge watching Netflix for a month, but then it comes right back. It's the same thing with our New Year's goals, New Year's resolutions. For these 90 days, we need to have distraction management. Keep it away. Keep it away. And let's turn this into the greatest 90 days so we can all look back and say, damn, you remember October 1st? Or October 2nd, when I made that decision and I went all in, and now coming into the new year, I'm a 25K, I'm a 50K, I'm 100K, I'm making $6, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month. I'm able to travel the world. I'm able to take care of my family. I'm able to put my kids in private school. I'm able to take vacations. I'm able to live the life that I want. What life would you live if money wasn't an issue? That can only happen if you make money not the issue. And so let's go ahead and turn this into the biggest run of our entire careers. And the thing is, statistically speaking, not everybody on this call is going to do it, right? 10% on this call will, right? There'll be a few, but those are the people that I know I'm really resonating with. Less than 10, right? Well, that I'm really resonating. And that's all that matters to me, is that if at least there's that certain group that takes this and runs with it, and they say, damn, you were right. Those 90 days changed everything. Thank you. I did it for myself, right? I did it for my family. When I want somebody to tell me that, and they go ahead and go do it. And those are going to reach into. Be one of those people. Why can't you? Everybody has the same blood going coursing throughout their veins. We all just got to go ahead and do it. We're all human, and all we have to do is just take advantage of the fact that we are God's highest form of creation. We are put on this earth to do great things. We weren't put on this earth to just work and die. I'm a firm believer of that one for sure. All it takes is the first 90 days of your career. And so I'll leave you guys with some words before I pass it over to Josh. And it was a quote that I heard by Kobe Bryant, one of my idols, heroes, mentors, before I even knew what a mentor was. Looked up to him, rest in peace, his soul. But he said, rest at the end, not at the middle. Rest at the end of these 90 days. You can go out, have all out massive action, and then go have a blast on New Year's Eve and party and celebrate not the new year to come, celebrate the last 90 days you just had and how you're going to go ahead and celebrate. You're going to crush the year. You've already came in crushing the beginning of the year. So rest at the end and not in the middle, and understand that everything in this world is achievable. It just takes some determination and some damn desire. So that being said, if you guys, I'm gonna pass it over to Josh here in a second. If you guys want to shoot me a follow on Instagram, just my name, J PATNODE. I'll put it in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Hope you got some value. I hope you guys take this 90-day journey with me, because I'm excited to see all the people that do, because it's going to be fantastic. All the people that rest at the very end, I'm excited to see it for you guys. And let's go ahead and crush this thing. But with that being said, the fire is not over whatsoever. If you don't know who he is, he's the man with the plan, the man, the system man, the man with the plan, the servant leader, the boss. This man has mentored thousands of people all around the world and has not only gotten people to multiple levels of their goals, but also has got people to realize things that were possible that they didn't even know were possible. He always says, you'll give up on yourself before he gives up on you. And that's so true. He will motivate you. He will push you. He will put you in all the right situations to win. And he will give you the sauce and the blueprint to do so. So all you have to do is continue. If you haven't started taking notes, I guarantee you're going to want to now. But with that being said, no more further ado, let me introduce my brother, Joshua AMUNDSON. What's good, big dog? Let's get some ones in the chat for Josh, baby. Let's get some ones in the chat for Josh.
I appreciate you, man. 100%. Guys, absolutely amazing training by Jay. I mean, he's just speaking from the heart. I appreciate you a ton, man. It was weird. We're on a little bit of frequency over the last few days, just literally saying the same things at the same time. But that's how you know business is doing good right now. But yeah, guys, Jay's taught me a lot, man. He's literally influenced thousands of people inside this business. I mean, obviously, yeah, the Celsius, but he's traded in front of thousands of people, guys. He's literally trained so many people around the world how to become successful in this business. And so we're super honored to even have him on a call. He's done a lot for this industry. So it's super cool, man. I appreciate you for the introduction. And I'm actually going to touch on some of the things you said as I go through some information. But ladies and gentlemen, super excited for October 1st. Like Jay was saying, it's a brand new first day of the last quarter of 2024. Right. I sometimes bring this up. I mean, guys, think about it. Think about how long COVID was ago. Like, how long ago was it? Right. It's like we were just locked up in our rooms in our house, like all the time. That was almost half a decade ago, almost 5 years ago. Right. And so, guys, this quarter, 3 months is going to boom, fly by. Okay. And Jay, you guys can hear how serious he is about the level of success that he wants, obviously the whole business to have, guys. Here's the thing. we learned a long time ago in this industry, if we help other people learn how to win and make money, we'll win and we'll make money. So we dedicate pretty much all of our time to teaching people how to win in the business. That's just plain and simple. So if you're someone who wants to win in this business, get good at one, understanding what the business is and what you have to do to win, but two, teaching your team the same things you're learning on this call. Okay. So if you didn't take, notes with Jay on the call and everything he went over, I don't even know why you're on the call, guys. We like to call those cookie munchers. My buddy AJ actually came up with that. AJ Sandberg guy just hit 25K today. He calls them cookie munchers. They're on the call and they're like, man, this call's good. I'm getting fired up right now. Right? But their notebook's just empty. I'm like, buddy, where's your pen? Where's your pencil? You're just munching cookies. So listen, don't be a cookie muncher on this call. Take out a notebook if you haven't yet and write this stuff down. And it's not because we're like, man, we have all the information. We got all the sauce. We know exactly what you need to do to win. We have a pretty good idea, but it's because, guys, if you don't write down what it is you're learning today, how are you going to teach the people that you're meeting tomorrow? Okay. If you don't write down what it is you're learning today and write notes, you forget 95% of it, by the way. You forget 95% of it. If you're not writing it down, how are we going to help the new leaders and the new generation that comes in the business every single month? Right? You're not going to be someone who can help people if you don't know this stuff. So you write it down, you use it, and then you teach new people it. That's all we do. Guys, all the stuff we're teaching, nothing's new under the sun that we're teaching. This is all information that we've learned from previous mentors, people who got us started in the business, leaders, industry legends. That's all this stuff is, right? And so we're here to share the information with you because it might help you change your situation fast. Okay. So I'm going to go over some information today, guys. Huge congrats to everyone who's been crushing it though. Holy cow. It's absolutely insane to see people come, like for an example, from our previous company, when we came in here, people are running laps around what they did in the previous company, right? Nothing wrong with the previous company, guys, but it's about being in the right place at the right time with the right people. Guys, we're in the right company with the right products and services that no other company has with the right leadership and the right owner of the company, right? He knows how to run the company. Guys, I can't even tell you what the last 2 to 3 years have been like. It's been hell. Okay. I've been in companies that have failed, companies that didn't know how to balance their profit loss statements, just like garbage after garbage, right? I learned a lot. Those people were great people, right? But they just weren't great business owners. And so we're so blessed to be in this company right now. Guys, this company's been running for almost a decade. They've done like $800 million. I just messaged a girl. I saw her on Facebook. She just made $2 million inside of My Daily Choice, since I joined, right? She's been in the company, I believe, for 7 years, and she's made $2 million, right? Unbelievable, guys. I believe that's $250,000 a year on average. And here's the thing, it's been exponential, right? It didn't start at $250,000, it was exponential. But yeah, she just messaged me. She's like, yeah, she's like, I've been in the company for 7 years. I was the 7th millionaire to come from the company. I'm like, saying that pretty calm. Holy cow. But it's insane what's happening in this company. So I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's hustling on this call. People that took advantage of the promo last month. Oh my gosh, it was insane. Like everybody, first of all, if you got a yearly package, way to commit, way to actually make a commitment, right? $149 to join, guys, is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But dude, you could go spend that on a dinner. You know what I mean? People join and quit all the time in tons of companies. When you invest into a yearly package, you're like, dude, I'm all in. I'm going to make this work and I'm going to do it. Right. So I want to give props to everyone who did that. People that were helping their team get it. Lots of people got 100K, 200K accounts. So cool. I seriously do not know one company, and I've been trading for 9 years, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if I'm brand new and you don't know who I am, I've been trading for 9 years, 7 years full time inside this industry, network marketing and trading. I do not know of another company in the entire space, and I know pretty much all of them. I know like a lot of leaders all over the place that's running promos like this. These promos are single-handedly literally going to allow you to go crush this business. It's unbelievable, guys. And I believe we have a call tomorrow, but they're doing the same exact promo again this month, which is just huge, guys. Record-breaking months. Tons of leaders are looking at this business, guys. Industry legends are looking at this company right now. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to hustle in this business, okay? But in the month of October, all right, we're going to talk about this and how to win. I want to lay some mindset, and I'm going to teach you guys some things that you could take with and teach other people inside your business. Okay. Inside this business, guys, I just want you to understand this though. The decisions you made 2 to 3 years ago are why you have the life you have right now. Okay. Every decision you made 2 to 3 years ago is why you have the life you have right now. for the most part, right? Your health, your wealth, your mindset, your love life, it's all 2 to 3 years ago led up to right now. So guess what? The decisions that we make right now, today, this month, this quarter, are going to set you up for where you're going to be in 2 to 3 years from now. Okay. People, guys, no one's thinking about where they're going to be 5 years from now. Me and Jay learned to start doing that 7 years ago. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Where do you want to be in 20 years? Right. Everyone's thinking about what they want. What do they want to eat for dinner? What movie do they want to watch on Netflix tonight? Right. No one's thinking about where they're going to be in 2 to 3 years. But guess what? Every choice and decision you make is going to determine where you're going to be in 2 to 3 years from now. Guys, the person who got us signed up in this business is actually on this call, I believe, right? And I had to have some serious conversations with him when I was first in this business because I was not taking it serious, right? One of the things that I actually learned, I don't believe it was from him, but I want you to imagine this real quick, okay? Starting today, October 1st, right? These are the most important times that's going to determine where you are in 2 to 3 years. Imagine this, right? Imagine the worst possible version of yourself in your head, the worst version of yourself, right? Everything negative that you could possibly think about yourself or what you're doing on a daily basis. Imagine that person, the worst version of yourself, and then imagine the best version of yourself. Healthy, fit, wealthy, retiring your family, taking care of your kids, paying off debt, just rolling in money, but you're happy, you're focused, you're free, right? You own your time. The best version of yourself and the worst version of yourself, okay? There are two buttons. Every decision you make, you're clicking one of those buttons. Every single decision you make, you're voting for which one of those people you want to be in 5 to 10 years from now, in 2 to 3 years from now. You're literally voting every decision you make, right? So one thing I learned from one of my mentors when I was younger was ask yourself before you do something, is this pushing me towards my goals or is it pulling me away from my goals? Everything is either bringing you closer to hitting a 50K rank, to becoming a funded trader, to becoming profitable in the business, from making 6 figures in this, maybe more, or it's pulling you away from it. So you got to become intentional with your time right now, because this is the time you can change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, when we're saying timing is everything in this industry, this is amazing timing in this company. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. I haven't seen anything like this since 2020. And for those of you that were in the company I was in 2020, they're on this call, you probably haven't seen anything like this since 2020. This is insane. This is literally insane what's happening, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to get really serious about every decision you're making every single day. If it's helping you reach your goals or if it's pulling you away. All right, you're voting if you want to be that person that you want to be or if you want to be the person you don't want to be. Every decision, all right? So it all starts with this month. It all starts with today, tonight, tomorrow, this entire week, this whole month, this quarter. It's going to launch you into next year, right? You're setting the tone and the pace for how you want to start 2025. Most people, God, it drives me crazy. They're like, I'm going to start taking my life serious in the new year. I'm going to do this when the new year starts. I'm like, just do it now. Just do it right now. Oh my God. Why wait? There's no reason to wait. You're prolonging your success. Odds are New Year's is going to come around and you're going to not do what you were going to plan to do anyways. You might as well bite the bullet, make the decision now. It shows how serious you are, right? What are you willing to do to have success? Okay. I want you guys to think about this real quick. Okay. I want you to think about who in your life is relying on you to become successful in this. Who in your life is relying on you to make it in this business? I want you to think about it. Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Is it your siblings? Is it your kids? Is it your distant family? Is it your loved ones? Is it your friends? Who in your life is relying on you to win because they're probably not going to go out and win themselves? Who's relying on you, right? I want you to also think about who's going to be negatively impacted if you decide to give up. Who are you going to hurt if you decide to quit? Who in your life is going to bite the bullet because you weren't willing to work your tail off to go make this happen when you have every excuse for why you can't? All right, guys, it's so easy to tell your family and your loved ones and your friends, like, guys, I found it. I found the way out. We're going to be rich. We're going to make so much money. Guys, soon I'm going to be making 100 grand a month. I'm going to be making tens of thousands a month. We're going to be able to retire. We're going to travel around the world. I found it. This is the way out, right? It's so easy to tell your family that. But the worst thing is when you have to walk up to your kids when they get older or you have to walk up to your mom or your dad or your family and you have to tell them, hey, sorry, I can't retire you. I can't help you because I gave up on myself. I didn't work hard enough. I slacked off and now I literally can't help you. And I'm sorry for telling you that I was going to be able to, right? Guys, I was guilty of it. I remember when I got to $2,000 a month, I was telling my family, I was like, guys, I actually think I might be at 500 grand a month soon. Right? I was literally telling them that. And then one of my mentors was like, man, if you're going to, talk the talk, you better walk the walk, man. That's the worst thing you can do is tell your family that you're about to do that for them and then not do it and give up or not work hard enough. Right? But guess what? We have the perfect vehicle for you to be able to go out and accomplish that, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure you're backing up what you said you were going to do when you joined this business. You know what I mean? I wasn't serious when I got started in this business, ladies and gentlemen. The individual who got me started on this call, I remember 6 months in, I was making 150 bucks a month. I was graduated from college, just dropped 60 grand on a college education, right? Never used it. I went full time in this business. I'm 6 months in, I'm making $150 a month, right? Me and Jay splitting it. Think about that. And I remember waking up one time just hungover. I was 21 years old. I was just going out, being stupid, not taking the business serious, right? And I called him and I was like, bro, I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm so sick of making no money in this business. Like, I'm sick of it. Like, I'm actually pissed off. Like, this is driving me crazy. Now, the difference between me is I was willing to do what it takes to fix it. Most people just flop and quit at that point. I was like, I'm just mad. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to go win in this business, right? I remember, I mean, I'll give you an example right now. One of my mentors is like, how bad do you want to win? And I was like, really, really bad, like probably more than most people. And he was like, are you willing? Or he's like, do you watch TV? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, take your TV out of your room till you hit $10,000 a month, right? I want you to think about that. Who has a TV in their room? Probably most people on this call. You probably watch it pretty much every day, right? When you're going to bed. He told me to take it out of my room till I hit $10,000 a month. I literally did that. I grabbed the TV, put it in a closet, put it in a room, got it out. I was like, bet, try me. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Most people aren't willing to do what it takes to win. I'm telling you guys. Like I've been winning in the online space and so is Jay for a long time. Most people aren't willing to do what it takes. I'm asking you right now, are you willing to do that? Would you take your TV out of your room till you hit $10,000 a month? Guys, for an example, Landon, he sold his Xbox, right? It was distracting him. And then his business started blowing up because he got rid of it. What is distracting you? Are you willing to remove it from your life to win? That's what it takes to win. Yeah, those things in your head that you know you have to get rid of, if you get rid of them, you're probably going to win. I can almost guarantee it. But if you don't, you're going to prolong your success. It's going to go on and on and on. And all of a sudden it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in, and you still haven't become a six-figure earner. Get rid of the things that are holding you back in any way possible, right? That's how I realized, guys, I launched in this business freshly a month and a half ago, took my TV out. I'm like, it's go time. Let's go, right? If I'm willing to do it, you should do it. I started at zero just like everyone else, right? Take out the distractions out of your life. And I promise you'll replace it with good habits and you're going to start winning in this business. Okay. Now, I want to set some expectations for everyone. Okay. Some of you are probably pretty brand new. All right. I want you to know this. In this business, we're going to do everything we can to help you, right? But I want you to know this, all right? If you have success in this business, if you become a X amount of money a month earner, if you have whatever success is to you, it's because you created it. You made that happen, okay? If you fail or you quit, it's because you created that failure or you quit. Nobody else. Right? We all have the same companies, same comp plans, same products, same markets. We're all having the same things. It's just about what's going on internally. It's about how much you know, how hard are you working, right? And so this company, this team, ladies and gentlemen, we're all here to help each other. It's so cool. You can literally hit up any of the leaders and pretty much every single one of them would love to help you, would love to help you. You just got to reach out and ask for help, right? But you got to understand there's some things that we can't do for you. Because if we do it for you, we're preventing and hurting your growth process. Does that make sense, guys? I want you to drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. There's things that some people, leaders can't do for you because it's going to hurt your growth process. You got to learn how to do some things on your own, because if you don't learn those things, you're not going to be able to get to the levels in this business that you want of income, right? Some of those things are scary. I'm not going to lie. Some of those things are scary. I remember my first time ever, I was like, I want to go out and build a business. That sounds awesome. Posting on social media was pretty scary for me. I'm not going to lie, right? We were doing like the dumbest posts. We were taking pictures of like we'd take our camera, put it to our, shirt, all black screen, and we'd say, hit me up if you want to learn about trading. Like the worst marketing you could ever imagine possible. We still built a team to 75 people off doing that. Just pure grit and hustle, right? But it was scary for me to post on social media. But I made the decision that, hey, man, the leaders aren't going to do that for me. I have to do that if I want to excel and get to the levels that I strive to be at. So I burnt the bridge. I was like, screw it. I'm going to use my social media platforms. I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell people about this business. And guess what? Now Jay and I have changed thousands of people's lives. Some of you on this call, other leaders, imagine if you decided to never build a business, how many people would you would not have impacted on a positive way? So many people, right? It's unbelievable. Okay. One thing that I kind of learned, I was telling you guys, I called my mentor on the call, and the guy who got me started. And I basically, I learned this quote: people won't change until it hurts too much to stay the same. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. People will not change who they are until it hurts too much to stay the same, right? You won't get up and go get food until the feeling of being hungry outweighs the feeling of being comfortable. It's a threshold, right? You will not change your situation of possibly maybe, struggling financially, being in a bad relationship. It literally doesn't matter. Something you don't like, you won't change it till it hurts too much and it's willing enough to change it. Okay. So in this business, I called him 6 months in. I'm like, dude, I am sick of making no money. I want to win. It hurt too much. I was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, what am I doing? I made the change. Right. And so this month of October, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you get to make your change. You get to decide, hey, guess what? I'm done playing it small. I'm done playing small and I'm going to go hard and I'm going to win at this business and I'm going to help everyone else that comes with me win too. Okay. This is the time. If there was ever a time, it's right now. Okay. I want to teach you guys a few bolts and screws. I won't go too much longer, but this is really important stuff. Okay. And I'll try to rip through relatively quick. Okay. If you are wanting to become a leader on this team, I'm not going to explain all of them, in super detail because I'm going to go through some stuff, but it's very important. My mentor who got me started on this call, right? He told me these things. These are the 8 laws of leadership. All I want you to do is write them on a whiteboard. I want you to write them in a notebook, print them out, put them somewhere. Because if you follow these every week and you make these like your laws of leadership, your team's going to start thriving. Okay. Number one, I want you to write this down, guys, is I want you to meet with your team every week. Okay. Some of you have people on your team that are in the same state as you and you've never even met them. Okay. I want you to meet with your team every week in person. Even if you don't have people on your team, figure out who's in your local area. Message in the One Mission Telegram, message in the chats. Who's in this state? Who's in this area? If no one answers, do it again tomorrow. Keep messaging in there until someone's like, me, and then go meet up with them and hustle. Okay. Meet with your team every single week. Number two, create leaders. Okay. Create leaders. Listen, there's a super, super important quote I heard. All right. And I'm going to tell you this: focus on developing leaders rather than producing volume. Okay. I heard this from a $500,000 a month earner. Focus on developing the leaders in your business more than just producing volume. A lot of leaders I've seen in this industry, they're like, guys, let's just go, just build, build, build. Let's just build, just sign up as many people as you can. Then their teams, boom, they fall. Focus on developing leaders. It's like when someone comes in your business, guys, they're a baby, they're crawling. They learn how to hold on to something and then they learn how to let go and then they fall. Help develop them so they can be independent. And I promise you, it's going to take a lot of weight off your shoulders. All right. Number three, personal development. Okay, it's one of the 8 laws of leadership, personal development. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that here in a second. Number four, burning desire. Put that one in all capitals. Burning desire. You got to be fired up, buddy. You got to have a high internal temperature to win in this business. I remember when me and Jay were first getting started, we were making $150 a month. We were like, dude, what do we do to get rich? Let's go. And then we learned, oh, we just got to help everyone else make money. That was the goal, right? So burning desire. The next one is the team always comes first. Okay. The team always comes first, right? a lot of people don't have success in this business because they're so worried about their check. They're so worried about, their like everything to do with them. If you put all of your attention on your leaders that deserve it and help them solve their problems, help them win, you're going to win. It's just plain and simple. The team always comes first. Lead by example. Okay, lead by example. I was telling one of the people on this call, I was on a call with them right before this. Your team is watching you. They're watching everything you do. If you have someone in the business, they're watching you like a hawk. They're watching what stories you post. They're watching how hard you work. They're watching how many calls you show up to. They're watching everything, right? So you got to remember to lead by example. You should work twice as hard as they work, right? Twice as hard as they work. Okay. And the second to last one is start every day at zero. Okay. I'm going to show you guys this. Start every day at zero. What does that mean? 1 second. You guys see all these books right here? You guys see these, right? This is every single meeting, every single call, every single leadership thing I've ever taught inside this business, right? Thousands of calls, okay? But there's the saying, start every day at zero. Every day you wake up, it's a fresh day. I want you to pretend like you've done no calls. You don't have anyone on your team. Like, I want you to fresh start every single day. You're going to have tough days in this business. You're going to have people freak out at you. You're going to have people quit on you. You're going to have people say this sucks. You're going to have people, wham, just whine, right? The cookie are the complainers. Every day you wake up, just start fresh. It's a brand new day. You're building a new team. You're helping new people every single day, right? Just a fresh slate. If I sat there and remembered, man, I've done 5,000 calls in my life. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm still there. I would probably burn myself out. I start every day at zero. Every day I pretend like I haven't done anything, right? And then the last one is create your legacy, okay? This is really important, okay? Even if people don't join your business, I want you to treat them with respect because guess what? Some people might not join, but they're going to be like, you know what? That person was super awesome. Even though I said no and I didn't join their business, I got a lot of respect for them because they were respectful back, right? Don't bash people in their entire life because they don't want to learn how to trade. Okay, you're building a legacy. You're building a reputation about you as a business owner. Okay, so you got to protect that, right? It takes 30 years to build a reputation, 30 seconds to destroy it. So create your legacy and build it properly and do what is right and what's good. Okay. Here's a quote I want you guys to teach to people in your business for years. Okay. As you build your business is building you. Okay. As you build your business is building you, right? As you do calls, you get better, you trade, you fail, you learn. As you do all these things, it's building you as a person. Okay. You might not notice it or see it in the beginning, but as you're building your business and you're striving towards the levels you want to be at, you're building yourself simultaneously as a leader, as a future, father, mother, brother, sister, friend, right? You're building yourself. Okay. So I want to talk about something that I think is important because there's so many people coming into the business. Okay. There's so many people coming into the business right now that this has got to be one of the most important things. All right. One term that some people don't know is called retention. Okay. I didn't know what it was till 6 months in the business. So I don't blame you if you don't know what it is. All right. Retention is, how many people that come into the business that actually stay and go after what it is that they came for? How many people stay and keep working on their goals and go crush them? Right. Well, I want to teach you guys how to have a little bit higher retention than maybe what you have experienced in the past, or maybe you haven't even experienced it yet. Okay. When someone joins, you have to give them proper expectations. All right. Before they even join, here's one thing in the industry that people do wrong. They're like, dude, you're going to get rich in 30 days. You're going to make tons of money. Our team is crushing it, making bank. Connect to our app, pass the account, get a withdrawal done. Right. You're selling it the wrong way. You're over promising and then probably going to under deliver because one, they don't know what they're doing. And two, you're setting unrealistic expectations. So first, you got to know when you're prospecting and telling people about this, you don't make income claim guarantees. You don't tell them they're guaranteed to do anything, right? You just tell them that we're crushing it because the team is, guys. There's so many people who are winning at a high level, but you want to under promise and over deliver because that's how you set proper expectations. If you over promise and under deliver, guess what they're going to do? Someone put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What are they going to do if you over promise and under deliver? Done. Quits. Yes, exactly, guys. Guys, it's cool to sign someone up in the business. Awesome. That's great. But that's the easy part. The hard part is getting them to stay so they can go see the success that you were telling them about that exists. Okay. And you do that by giving them proper expectations, right? One thing that we do within our team is we tell people, you know, expectations about trading. You know, guys, the thing is, we have an app that people can connect, their account to. They can take trades right away. But there's phase two, which is learning how to trade. And there's phase three, which is becoming independent. You got to not forget about those phases because that's where the retention is going to come in. Okay. It's teaching people that, hey, you got to learn how to do this on your own down the line if you really, really want to crush it at a high level. For an example, when people come into the business, I tell them, listen, I'm going to give you some statistics about trading. Okay. Now, this isn't about our company. This is the whole world. All right. This is our company was made to solve this problem. All right. But this is about the whole world. 50% of people who even try to learn how to trade quit within 30 days. Again, not our company, the whole world. Okay. They quit within 30 days because they don't have enough here or here to do anything successful in life. They give up on everything they start. Right. You can't do anything about that. Half the people, 75% of people that try to learn how to trade in the whole world quit within 3 months. 90 days, they give up. 75% of people. And by 6 months of learning how to trade, 75% of people quit by 3 months. 90% of people quit by 6 months. Okay. Again, this isn't our company. That's why our company's here is to solve that. It's the whole world that tries to learn how to trade. You'll find people that like, oh, I had friends that tried that, or I tried that, or, I went bankrupt off Bitcoin, or, whatever, right? But you're setting expectations for new traders. You're setting expectations for people coming into this. They're learning a brand new skill, right? So you have to give them proper expectations. I tell them after I say those statistics, I say, well, do you know how many people do become successful at trading? And they're thinking of how much percentage is left. It's five. They're like 5 to 10. I'm like, it's the 5 to 10% of people that last longer than 6 to 12 months. Those are the people that make it. So all you got to do is just don't be on the other statistics. Just keep going and you'll win. That's it. Guess what that just did for the retention in your business? Way higher. You're giving expectations for them. They're like, damn, okay, so I got to give this thing a solid 1 to 2 years. I tell people, give yourself a solid 1 to 2 years. I've been trading for 9 years. I'm like, you can handle a year or two. I'm like, COVID was half a decade ago. You can do a year or two. Okay. There's a reason I'm telling you this, ladies and gentlemen, because when you want to go out and build an organization inside of My Daily Choice, when you want to build an organization and have it last and work and be thriving and everyone have good expectations, it all starts with the source. You're going to start with the first few people in your business, giving them proper expectations. Okay. And then you're going to teach them to give their team proper expectations. Okay. If you ever find someone in your business that's telling, someone on your team is telling people, hey, you can get rich in 30 days. Hey, you got to correct them and be like, listen, you're never going to be able to build a really large organization if you don't give proper expectations. Okay. That's so important. I can't even stress how important that is to you guys. The last 7 years we've been doing this. It's expectations is everything in this business, right? Now that's for trading 1 to 2 years. Okay. For building a network marketing business, does anyone know how long it takes on average to get to a full-time income where you never have to work again? Does anybody know? 3 to 5 years inside of this industry. If you follow the right financial plan, you will never work a job again. Okay, 3 to 5 years. If you work hard, you're consistent, you always show up, and you're going to learn from your mistakes and teach people in the future what you've learned. 3 to 5 years, guys. I think our company's so good you can do it in 1 to 2. I seriously do. I think our company's so good you can do it in 1 to 2 years. If you're brand new and you know nothing about this industry, right? If you already have some experience, you'll probably go faster than most people, right? But if you're brand new, okay. Jay, one thing I wanted to touch on that you talked about was you said kind of the difference between having a job versus being a business owner when you're brand new, right? This was something that helped me a lot. I know this a lot. When I got started, guys, when I graduated college, I went full time, making $150. I was like, right? I'm like, you guys work jobs, ha ha ha. I'm making like 2,000 a year. So When I got started though, I was treating like I was acting like I was a business owner. I was like, oh, business owners don't have to wake up early. Business owners don't have to, work hard. They don't have to set a schedule. They don't got to show up or anything. Like they're business owners, right? And that's why I wasn't getting anywhere. Jay was saying treat it like a job because that's what everyone's used to having. Everyone is used to being told what to do from the second they're born. Literally everyone. From the second you're born, you're told, what you got to wear, what the laws are, when to go to school, how long you got to go to school for, what age, you got to be in a certain grade. You're told when you can go outside, when you can pee, walk in a straight line. Like, guys, we're told literally what to do from the second we're born. So then people find this business and they're like, I'm a business owner now. I can do whatever I want. Right. And then they don't do anything. That's what happened to me. So what Jay was saying is you got to treat it like a job. Like if you don't wake up and start getting to work and busting your ass, you fire yourself. You have to pretend like you're employed. Pretend like this is a job until you learn how the business works and you're independent and you're consistent. Then you can treat it like a business owner, right? But in the beginning, you got to treat it like a job. I had to pretend like I would fire myself if I didn't get out of bed and start prospecting and setting up meetings and trading and sharing the plan. I literally was like, I'm going to fire myself. It was crazy. I had to do it because I was being a lazy business owner. I'm like, all right, let's pretend it's a job just for a little bit, right? You should do that too if you're struggling with consistency. Pretend like you will get fired and you will lose this opportunity if you don't take it serious and do your daily tasks, right? Changed my entire life. I thought it was huge. Okay. Guys, when you're out there talking to people, just remember this, okay? People are gonna hate, people are gonna say dumb stuff. I still have people, no matter how much success you have, you're still gonna have people that are talking smack, right? I've been able to go to like 20 countries around the world and make a good amount of money inside this industry, and there's still people that are hate. Okay. Haters will always be there, right? But I want you to think about this. All right. It's not about proving the people wrong that don't believe in you. It's about proving the people right that do believe in you. Okay. There's people that believe in you inside your life, whether they're your friends, they're your family, significant others. Someone does. Maybe it's one of us in this business that believes in you. You got to prove them right. Move with love and compassion. Don't move with hate and anger inside of you. You want to remove that, right? I know it's a natural human instinct to want to be like, yeah, I'm going to go prove them wrong. Let's go, right? I get that. I totally do. Me and Jay had that for like our first year of the business. We're like, dude, screw all those kids in college, every blah, 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 talking smack. Let's go win. Let's travel the world, do all this crazy stuff, right? But we realized that we were moving with hate. We were moving with anger. So it's about proving the people that believe in you right, that they were right to believe in you. Okay. One thing I'm going to mention real quick is 4 skills you guys want to study every day. I'm going to give some resources for you to study. Okay. These are 4 skills that you want to study to win in this business. Okay. It's 4 skills. We say personal development all the time. This is the skills you want to study if you want to win in this business. All right. We're not talking about health or fitness or any of that stuff. We're talking about network marketing and trading and leadership and stuff like that. Number 1 is communication. You got to study the art of communication. Okay, so communication. Number 2 is leadership. Okay, leadership, communication and leadership. Number 3 is mindset/belief. I think this is the hardest one for most people is mindset/belief. Like, do you believe you can actually become successful in this? If in your head you're questioning it, you got to do some personal development, right? So communication, leadership, mindset/belief, and then network marketing. Network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, is a skill. Okay. This industry, network marketing, is a skill. You learn the skill. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some resources at the end to help you with that. All right. My final opinion, guys, that I want to give you, if you want to go out and crush it in this business, this is what changed mine and Jay's life. It's a secret. Okay. You have to be willing to work on this business every single day for an extended period of time without seeing any physical results. Okay. I'm going to say it one more time. You have to be willing to work on this business every single day without seeing any physical results, knowing that you're secretly getting results in the background. You're getting smarter about the business. You're getting more leadership skills, more communication skills. You're getting better at looking at the charts. You're getting better with your mindset. You're getting better with networking. You're getting better with everything, even though you're not seeing physical results yet. That is the secret to winning in this business. The secret to winning is to work for an extended period of time without seeing any physical results, knowing that you actually are getting better in those areas, which will compound and eventually you'll start seeing physical results. Okay. So, guys, this is going to be a very, very big month, right? You guys saw the last of the month. I mean, the last like 4 days were just insane. The last 24 hours were nuts, right? But I want you to take advantage of what we have today, starting right now, tomorrow, the next day. Go hard, right? I want you to set a schedule for yourself. If you could think of the best productive day you've ever had. You know, me and Jay did this when we were making 150 bucks a month. We sat down, we took out a notebook, and we drew a big line down the paper, and we wrote 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we built our schedules. We're like, what does the most productive day look like so we can win in life? And then all we did was after we built it, we just did that every day. Every single day, we try to do the most productive day we possibly could think of. And then you do it every single day. If you do it 7 days, if you do it 7 days, then you'll have an amazing week. If you do it 4 weeks in a row, you'll have an amazing month. In 12 months in a row, you'll have an amazing year. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a few audios real quick. If you haven't heard of these, this is what everyone that has had a lot of success in this business has listened to. Okay. So right there, they're inside the chat. I want you guys to click on those and just open them up so you have them. Click on those so you have them, right? The first one, ladies and gentlemen, is called Eric Worre GoPro, right? It's, we've been telling people for 7 years to listen to it. 7 years we've been telling people to listen to this, okay? This right here is the foundation of everything, okay? I did not make any significant money in this business until I sat my butt down and I took notes on it and I actually learned it. Okay. This is 7 steps on how to become a professional inside of network marketing, right? Guys, it's not a motivational audio. This is going to tell you how to do it. It's going to tell you how to build a large organization. So that's number 1. If you really want to win, guys, and you listen to that, and you take notes, reach out to me and Jay. We'll start working with you personally. Okay. And then the last one I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, is right here. This is once you listen to Eric Worre. I want you to start listening to these next. Okay. Once you listen to that Eric Worre audio and you understand it, give it to everyone in your business. Always give that audio away. Once you get it, listen to it, take notes, learn, give it to the next person. Okay. This is the very last one. All right. This gentleman right here, Matt Morris, he's who brought me to $1,000 a month to 10K a month. Eric Worre, that audio I gave you, he taught me how to build the business. Matt Morris taught me how to build it big and how to do it right. He taught me the bolts and screws of this business. There's so many videos. Everything you can imagine for any problem you're having is right in here. You just got to find it. You can type in anything. Matt Morris, cold prospecting, right? How to talk to people you don't know. Tons of videos right here. Tons of cold prospecting videos right from Matt Morris. If you have people on your team that aren't fired up, how to motivate your team, right? Right here. Boom. Tons of videos on how to motivate your team inside of this business. Every single thing you could possibly imagine is taught within his videos. And if you listen to him 3 videos a day, that's all I ever did. You can go out and have massive success. Okay. So I put those in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions, reach out. What's up?
And then I also put in the chat, it's Eric Worre's memory jogger. So like when you're creating a list and thinking about who can you reach out to, it literally has probably like, it looks like a couple hundred different categories that you can utilize. And I'll drop it in the chats as well. But it literally gives you like this I can look at and be like, hey, my dentists, travel agents, who do I know in this field? Who do I know in this country? Who do I know in this state? Literally, you can go one by one, like, well, who do I know on each and one of these ones? So that's a PDF you can go ahead and download. I dropped in the chat. Can also drop in the Telegram as well.
Yeah, guys,
So.
and since guys, they're launching the promo again, right? It's they're doing the same promo. It's 10K funded accounts for everyone who gets started in the month of October, which is insane. Again, it's so crazy. I just had a guy today. I'm like, yeah, man, the promo's over, and then I see in the chat, I'm like, oh, it's not over. Let's get going. But 10K funded accounts, anyone who gets started, anybody who gets the yearly Akashics package, 100K account, anybody who gets the Akashics and Dream Trips, 200K account, anybody who sells 10 regular subscriptions, you get a 100K account yourself, right? Tell you what, anybody from today, Tuesday, till next Tuesday, anybody who can get 10 personal enrollments, right? I will get you a past $15,000 account. Okay. Anybody who can get it, I'll get you it out of my own pocket. All right. A past $15,000 account for anyone who can get 10 personal enrollments in the next week. Because guess what? Now you're at the 1K rank. And guess what? You're making, I believe, $6,000 a year now. 10 personal enrollments. Okay. But yeah, guys, we're super fired up. It's going to be a big, big month. Take advantage of this promo. Like I said, man, think about the people that are relying on you to win and reach out if you have questions. And I will see you all later. See you guys.